Hwang from ZEA makes sure that he puts a pad in his shoes to look taller. Seongyu from Infinite wears eyeliner all the time. Like that, some people can give up BB cream, high heels, cigarette, or alcohols. There was a time that I couldn't give up on singing. I wanted to sing, dance all the time. After hard training, I became a member of ZEA and had the opportunity to be a DJ. It makes me think whether there are some people who can't give up on listening to Hot Beat. I hope they are. This is Kevin's Hot Beat. Our first song on Kevin's Hot Beat for Saturday, March 7th was So Good by Jay Park, featured by Common Ground. Hello guys, I'm Kevin from ZEA. Like Hwang and Seongyu, there are some things that people just cannot give up. If there's something is Hot Beat, I thank you. For those of you who are listening, because you can't live without the show, here's how you can tune in, guys. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeon, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune in to us from New York in the US via snbus.com or SNB Radio. You can also tune in to us from New York in the US via snbus.com or I said that right. Sorry guys. On weekends, you can also listen in from Radio Korea in Los Angeles and Hawaii. And I also love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Hotbeat message board at www.arirangradio.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Today on Once Upon a Time, we're going to take a trip into the past. Then on part 2, we'll be talking about some themes on Tell Me Something. Tune in to find out, guys. Let's kick off today's Hot Beat with 2 songs. Thank You by Park Jung-hyun and Appa, Hurt by Lily M. Welcome aboard the time machine of Once Upon a Time. Starting this week, we'll be turning back time once a week. Bon voyage! Now on this segment, we take a trip down memory lane like our grandmothers do when they tell us the stories of good old days. Today we are going back to the March 2008. And what were the biggest headlines of March 2008? The Earth Hour events. Now, to minimize the pollution because of the excess amount of use in electricity in an international event, the Earth Hour was organized in 35 countries and 380 cities participated. The Korean National Treasure #1, Sungnaemun, rebuilt after the fire. In February 2008, Korean National Treasure #1, Sungnaemun, was on fire, and it was shocking for many Koreans. The person who set on fire got caught right away, but the rebuild started in March. Establishment of multicultural family support law. The number of multicultural families increased dramatically, and the law was established to support those families. After this, many people's idea of foreigner changed a lot, and across-nation marriage is like a trend today. Interesting stories. Alright, so here is You Go Girl by Yuri with Nasan and Naman Baraba, Only Look at Me by Taeyang. Alright, you've just heard You Go Girl by Yuri with Nasan and Naman Baraba, Only Look at Me by Taeyang. Alright, we're continuing on with Once Upon a Time. Let's take a look at the major entertainment news of that time. Kim Bum-soo finishes military duty while Kangta starts his military duty. Kim Bum-soo finished his military duty in March of 2008, and he said he made lots of songs when he was in the service. Many people had high expectations for his 6th album, When Someone Comes, Someone Goes. Right around then, Kangta started his service, and many girls were sad about it. Wink, the twin singers debuted. Now, Kang Joo-hee, who is an actress and comedian, released a tryout album with their twin sister. They were wearing same costume on stage, which made their parents to get confused too. K-pop stars who enters the school. Now, there were some stars who started school. Hyuna debuted during her middle school years, and she entered the performance arts school in 2008. Yuna from SNSD, Girls' Generation, and at the college, she graduated this year after 6 years of college. And that's it for today's entertainment news of March 2008. And let's take a listen to 슬픔 활용법, Sad Inflection by 김범수, and 어느 날 가슴이 말했다, Eternity by 강타. You've just heard 슬픔 활용법, Sad Inflection by 김범수, and 어느 날 가슴이 말했다, Eternity by 강타. Now, we're traveling back through time with our Saturday segment, Once Upon a Time. Let's take the music charts of March 2008. Now first, number 7, Toy's 뜨거운 안녕, Passionate Goodbye. Toy released the 6th album in 6 years. Yuya belongs to this group and made the song after watching his friends crying at his ex-girlfriend's wedding. So I remade the song as well. Number 6, 하동균's 나비야, Butterfly. Butterfly is the title of the song and repeats in chorus in a pet name for his love. Many artists and Baekhyun from EXO impersonated his song. Number 5, Girls' Generation 소녀시대's Kissing You. It was another hit song of the first album after the title song, Girls' Generation. It is cute and fun song with a candy cane dance. Number 4, 다비치's 미워도 사랑하니까, I love you even though I hate. It is a song many famous music writers contributed before davichi's debut. Yoo Ji-young from Vibe wrote this song and Kang Min-kyung was underaged at the time, and she didn't know the feeling of breakup, so she had to act. Number 3, Mighty Mouth's 사랑해, Love You. It is their debut song, and Yoonane from the popular drama Coffee Prince #1 featured for the song. Chuseok, the hip-hop artist, said that they are going to be the next big thing unless they are really unlucky. Number 2, Brown Eyed Girls' Love. 너의 목소리, I need you, I love you. It was a top song in many music charts. It wasn't a title song, but they changed their mind only 1 week before its release. After album cover photo shoot and music video was already produced, I think it was a good change. So, we will find out the top song of March 2008 after Kissing You by 소녀시대 and 사랑해, I Love You by Mighty Mouse, featured by Yoonane. You're listening to Once Upon a Time, and what was the top song of March 2008? It was Julie's One More Time. Yes, here we go.
More time. Let me blow your mind.
Original members Lee Ji-yeon and Cho Min-ah dropped out of the group, and Kim Eun-jung and Ha Ju-yeon joined the group and released the 5th album. This song was the big hit, and Julie got another spotlight. E.T. Dance was a big hit back then. Well, the time machine of Once Upon a Time is returning to the present. Join me again next week, and here's One More Time by Julie. That was the top song of March 2008, One More Time by Julie. I would like to play 2 more songs from the March 2008, 나비야, Butterfly by 하동균, and 미워도 사랑하니까, I hate you even though I love you by davichi. Okay, now it's time to wrap up part 1 of Hot Beat, but I'll be back in second half with the segment Tell Me Something, and we'll be reading some of your messages there. And here is our last song for part 1, 미안해요, I'm Sorry by Kami, featured by T.O.P.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to listen to the Hot Beat. All the sexy girls out there, are you ready to join? BET Hot Beat.
Alright, welcome back to the second hour of Hot Beat. That was Kangaroo by Linus의 담요, Linus's Blanket. And let me tell you again how you can tune in, guys. We've got FM stations in Jeju-do Island, 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune in to us from New York and the US via snbus.com or SNB Radio. If you got a smartphone, just search for Arirang Radio in your app store. It's a free app. You can listen to our program on the move and leave us your comments through the smartphone Arirang Radio app. Also, you can listen to Arirang Radio through TuneIn. It's an online radio service site with 40 million users worldwide. You can download TuneIn through Google Play or the App Store. And I'd love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Hotbeat message board at www.arirangradio.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Now, I'll be playing Angel to Me by McKay, duet with the Jeff Barnett, and 다시 만나자, once again by Unique Note, featured by Youngjun and Park Yong-in. On this segment, we get to talk about anything we want with one theme each week. It's Tell Me Something. Now, this week's Tell Me Something is a very interesting topic, which is if I had a superpower. An ability to stop time, an ability to invisible, an ability to listen to what other people think, an ability to fly, an ability to change to different people, an ability to everlast. Now, if you were to have a superpower, what would it be? Have you thought about it? Now we will hear what you want as your superpower after the music. Here is Super Magic by Supreme Team and 살바래, sorry guys, 살바래, Forever Young by Dynamic Duo featured by Benzino. You've just heard Super Magic by Supreme Team and 살바래, Forever Young by Dynamic Duo featured by Benzino. You're listening to Tell Me Something. Today's topic is if I were to have a superpower. Now we will hear what you want to say. Rosel from Philippines. Hello, DJ Kevin. If I had a superpower, I want teleportation. Ability to transport myself to go another place. This kind of superpower is very awesome. The best example for that was the character of Kim Soo-hyun as a Do Min-jun from the K-drama, Who You Came From the Star. He can move to another place easily. I imagine if I had that superpower, I can go to Japan, in Thailand, US, or in South Korea to visit DJ Kevin and other ZEA members. Era from Indonesia. Hello again, Kevin Oppa. Wow, I'm so excited about this topic. This week's Tell Me Something. Because I really wanted to have some superpower. I really want to have flying superpower because I want to arrive home faster after going out and working. It takes almost an hour and a half to arrive my home to my workplace. If I have heavy rain coming, they're going to be a little flowed on the street, and that would make a bad traffic jam. 3 to 4 weeks ago, really heavy rain comes, and I'm going home from my office at 4:45 p.m. and I arrive at 9:20 p.m. And also, if I have able to fly, I would fly to Korea and live there because I really wanted to live there and meet you directly. Mamiko from Japan. I would like to be able to talk with animals. I want to talk to my cat. I wonder what it thinks. Hungry, play, or sick. Besides that, they might have some profound thoughts. I want to hear what cat thinks about. That'll be very interesting, talking with animals. Now we will continue with Always, A-Core, and Superman by 100%, 100%. You've just heard Always by A-Core and Superman by 100%, 100%. Now, let's continuing on with If I Were Have to Superpower. Shall we continue? Emlyn from Malaysia. If I had a superpower, I want to be able to appear anywhere, anytime. That way, whenever I miss anyone, I could just appear next to them and give them a hug. Also, if I have that superpower, I'd be able to finally meet you and the other ZEA members. That would make my life complete. Jeannie from Canada. There are so many superpowers that but I have always wanted to be invisible. Think all about the pranks you could do to people. Just imagining people's reaction when they think they've seen a ghost is hilarious. Being invisible, I can also save others from the all bad people. Let's say a robber entered the bank, I could go invisible and attack them secretly. There are so many things I would do if I could be invisible. The list would go on, although when I'm lazy, I would like to be able to transport from places to places. I wouldn't have to wait outside in the cold or get jet lagged. Mari from USA, if I could have any superpower, it would be transportation because I would always wanted to do so many things and be at so many places at one time. I think it would be easier and faster to get from one place to another instead of having to walk, drive, or take a plane overseas. Imagine all the things you could do. You can wake up, get ready for work or school, think of the places you need to be, and you're there. You could go to different places of the world without having a waste of hours on plane to go to a restaurant in a different time zone and to get back to work without having a worry about sitting in traffic. But I think it'll be, I wouldn't need to learn to control my powers like they do on X-Men, or else I could end up somewhere I don't want to be on accident, like in the middle of ocean or in a wrong locker room at the gym. What about you, Kevin? What superpower do you want to have? Cass from Singapore. If I had a superpower, I would choose to have a power of transforming into someone else. There are some days I hate being myself and I just want to be someone else. I would like to someday try being a ZEL member to know what it feels like to be able to sing and dance well. I would also like to live with the ZEL members. How does that sound? That's very interesting, guys. Wow. Alright, so we'll be reading more of your messages. Here is Psycho by History and Dangerous by Tay. Alright, you've just heard Psycho by History and Dangerous by Tay. On Tell Me Something, we're talking about some themes every week. Now, today's topic is if I were to have a superpower. Here is Yoon Jung-ah from Korea. You must have thought about it. I would like to have time travel. If I go back to the past, I will like to fix the mistakes and I want to know the future. I will be able to live better today. Also, I wish I can travel the universe. I would be a lot of fun going to Mars and Mercury. Asuka from Japan. Kevin Oppa, good evening. Today's topic is what would you do if you have a superpower? I think if I have a superpower, I wanted to be specialist of language because I really wanted to communicate with many people. Regardless of where they live, I really want to get along with many people and I really want to tell my feelings and thoughts directly. Keporo from Korea. Kevin Oppa, Keroro Pororo Keporoyo. There are a lot of that are always good and bad in terms of superpower, so I just want one thing. I wish my poop is in gold. Oh, okay. There is a story that goose lays in a golden egg. If your poop is in gold, you won't have to work forever. I would release an album with it. 네. 이건 조금 너무 좋은 얘기지만 this is a good thing, but 그걸로 통해서 이제 저희 앨범을 Alright, so we will be well, thanks for your messages, guys. We will listen to some of your songs. Healing by 유성은 and 진실옥은 대담, Truth or Dare by Kain. Healing by 유성은 and 진실옥은 대담, Truth or Dare by Kain. Now we're talking about if I had a superpower, I couldn't share it all. Many people wanted to transformation. Now it's my turn. Probably transportation is the best thing, but I would like to control the time, time travel. I think that's for me, I think that's the thing for me. Like you said, like few of you guys said, I just want to go back to my future with this, and I would like to fix my past, and I just wanted to see my future, and so travel to future and see how it goes, and if there's mistakes in the future, then go back to the past and fix it again. But yeah, and I would like to see the future more. So let me share the next week's topic. March 14th is a white day, so the topic is when do you fall in love? in love, in a first sight, what would you do? So, when a man who drives back, when someone eats well, when someone focuses, when someone has a six-pack, when someone loves a pet, there are moments that you fall in love. So please write about it, and you can leave the message with the text, tell me something, and you will have a better chance of winning if you send it earlier. That's all for tonight's Tell Me Something. I'll be back next week with more of your messages. And here is one song for you. Hero by 옥상 달빛. Alright, it's time to close out and say goodbye to Hotbeat for Saturday, March 7th. The last song for Hotbeat is 완벽해요, Perfect by Salt and Paper, featured by 박신혜. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 안녕!